Hello there, people. My name is Lee Davey. I'm not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am a leader, a lover, a brother, a father, a husband, a master life coach, and I spend every single moment of my life helping other people live a self-led life after alcohol. And I'm here today on my squeaky chair to continue the series, Why Do I Drink Alcohol? This is the penultimate video in the series. If you like this series, let me know. We can do more of these. We're going to be talking about, am I an alcoholic? And I'm going to squeeze it into 5 minutes, okay? Now, am I an alcoholic? This is a combustible and nuclear-powered problem. This question, am I an alcoholic? And whether or not we believe that calling ourselves an alcoholic is healthy or not, right? And the reason it is such a very difficult, sensitive topic that could get people into fisticuffs is because really of the existence of Alcoholics Anonymous, right? Western culture has really put Alcoholics Anonymous on a pedestal as the go-to, the sacrosanct version, the rule book of how we should deal with all things alcohol addiction, right? That is just the way it is. I mean, slowly it might change over time, but really right now, that is the way it is. And part of the doctrine that comes out of Alcoholics Anonymous is that you have to say and declare, I am an alcoholic, because by declaring you're an alcoholic, you are actually for the first time in your life, maybe really addressing your problems, addressing that you have issues, and then opening up the possibility to heal and to feel liberated and feel free, that it's no like hidden secret anymore, okay? And I believe that that has been really helpful for millions of people. I have no doubt that, okay? However, at Strive, we have a very different philosophy. So I believe that the term alcoholic, the label alcoholic, is as stigmatized in Western culture as being called a rapist, a paedophile, a child abuser, a junkie. People just do not want to be called an alcoholic, particularly men, right? Like men and alcohol, it's seen as a rite of passage, as we said before. It's seen as a really confident, masculine, noble thing to be able to handle your beer. And if you tag yourself as an alcoholic, you really are emasculating yourself. And a lot of men don't want to do that, right? So what we've got here is, and we'll talk about this in a final video, we have this system in the world that actually creates you and designs you to drink alcohol from birth, right? And part of this whole system is this term alcoholic, because what it does, it says, look, we have a real clear definition of what it means to have a problem with alcohol. And here it is, right? The alcoholic. Now you close your eyes very quickly and tell me what you see when you conjure up the vision of an alcoholic. Now for me, it's a man, he's very smelly, he's homeless, he's destitute, he's dirty, and he's drinking hard liquor out of a brown paper bag, right? Who wants to be stigmatized with that vision? Like nobody does, right? So what happens in society is we have this small portion of people who are brave enough to say, I'm alcoholic, and they then can then get help. And then there's a big, broad mass of people who have some serious shit going on in their lives, right? Let's say they drink 10 pints on a Saturday, 10 pints on a Sunday, and then Monday through to Friday, they may go a day or two without drinking, but most of the time they're drinking a couple of cans or a few bottles of wine, and they think that's perfectly healthy. And at the same time, everything about their life is falling apart, right? They are not getting help. And they're not getting help because they're not, quote unquote, recognized as alcoholic. So how do we approach that at Strive? Well, we get rid of the term alcoholic and we look at the alcohol spectrum. And the alcohol spectrum is a little bit like this, right, on a slant. So here we have grandma. She just has like a snifter of whiskey at Christmas. Rest of the year, she doesn't really want to drink. I'm up here, right? I don't drink. So I'm up here, right, the top end of the spectrum. At the bottom end of the spectrum, it could be your granddad. Like he drinks like a bottle of hard liquor a day, and if he stops, he's going to die. You get the DTs, his body is dependent on it, he's going to die, right? Somewhere between here and there is everybody in the world who drinks alcohol. They're somewhere on that spectrum, okay? Why? Because we were all designed from birth to drink alcohol. We're all designed from birth to become addicted to alcohol. So we're all on that spectrum, right? That allows us to broaden the scope and say, hey, you know, I have a problem with alcohol. I don't need to be labeled with I'm an alcoholic, but I can recognize that I have a problem with alcohol and I'm addicted to it. Because Lee Davey over Strive is talking about it in a softer way, like saying that most people have really got a problem with alcohol, but they don't know that they have, right? I think it opens up the pathway for more people to look at this issue and to get help. But what do you think? Let me know down below. Thanks for being a continued member of this series, and strive on, ladies and gentlemen.